We reinvented the modern computer. The year following my birth, in 1964, the computer remained unchanged until we came up with the concept of accelerated computing. That news footage shows the CEO of NVIDIA introducing the Blackwell chip. Like the superhero of chips, this device speeds up everything and doesn't use electricity like it's going out of style. AMD, meanwhile, is writing notes in the corner and appears rather concerned. Our favorite stock business is REOing, even while AMD is looking bad. In fact, Tesla is taking pleasure in his friend NVIDIA's expansion. Then, in the interview, Hang changes the subject and actually discusses NVIDIA and Tesla working together. You know it's going to be amazing when the cool kids at school decide to work on a collaborative project. AI is being added to automobiles so they can drive themselves while you relax and enjoy the ride, take a sleep, or eat a burrito. You can choose. No technological company has likely ever contributed more technology to one of the world's most significant industries on such a massive scale. We reinvented the modern computer. The current value of NVIDIA is $2 trillion. To put it another way, you would never attain that amount if you saved a $1 per second. That is its size. They achieved this by improving the speed, intelligence, and affordability of computers. Furthermore, these machines are capable of anything from having cars drive themselves to most likely making a decent cup of coffee. The worst part is that, despite all of this high-tech magic, NVIDIA has essentially become the biggest tech company. Imagine being so skilled at what you do that your work can be found in everything from cars that can turn left to gaming PCs. It's as if NVIDIA has evolved into the tech industry's cool uncle with all the tricks. The whole NVIDIA Tesla deal, though, let's be honest for a moment. With the exception of the rescuing the planet part, it seems like they are actually creating transformers. And the whole story about how NVIDIA's technology and chips improve and lower costs. It's similar to learning that your favorite pizza joint has begun giving away extra cheese. The world's densest computers are these servers. By doing this, entire data centers from the past are replaced and condensed into this little data center. Furthermore, this rack would most likely have more power than practically every computer on the planet. Will this be slow in a year or two? We'll be coming up with something even more amazing every couple of years. This time, Jensen introduces a server so powerful that it could take the place of whole data centers. Picture a server so powerful that it makes those enormous computer-filled skyscrapers appear like a collection of antiquated floppy disks. Then he reveals that NVIDIA has increased chip performance by 1,000 times in the past 8 years. That's like comparing the speed of a snail to a space shuttle. For fun, he also reminds everyone that Tesla and NVIDIA are great friends and are collaborating to make automobiles drive themselves, demonstrating that the future is not only a possibility, but is already here and practically here. There is nothing ordinary about this server. In just 8 years, the processors have gone from 0 to hero, achieving a 1,000-fold performance boost. It's like the superhero of servers, capable of replacing whole data centers with a single bound. For silicon, it's similar to your typical gym transformation. What's really amazing is that when we connect a Vision Pro with this world we call Omniverse, which is powered by these computers, we basically create a digital world that is superimposed on top of the real world, something Apple refers to as spatial computing, and you feel as though you're actually there. It's very quiet. The CEO of NVIDIA introduces Vision Pro, also called Omniverse, which functions as the ultimate matchmaker between the digital and real worlds. The experience is similar to playing a virtual reality game in real life. This computer-based device saves businesses a great deal of money by avoiding real-world testing and simplifying challenges, such as solving puzzles or fixing malfunctions. Naturally, Tesla is once again in the news, employing NVIDIA's technology to create vehicles that not only transport you around without a driver, but also make it difficult to tell what is genuine and what isn't. You might not even be aware that your car is a member of the Matrix. Would you like it for your vehicle? That is undoubtedly what many people desire, and they are increasing their investments in these two businesses, particularly Tesla. Who else is as optimistic about Tesla? Our pals from Seeking Alpha. There is more to Tesla's remarkable success than merely watching from the sidelines. Seeking thing in the stock market, the greatest online. Source of pro-Tesla news is Seeking Alpha. Get down to the facts and avoid the lamestream media's anti-Tesla rhetoric. For a unique deal right now, click the link in the description. The CEO of NVIDIA is essentially stating that we are entering a future in which our automobiles and computers are becoming more intelligent by the second. You might wake up one day to discover that your automobile has chosen to take a spin on its own because it's bored, or that your work server has become so sophisticated that it has begun sending you inspirational emails. Every day, life appears more like a science fiction film due to the combination of high-power computing and the blending of the real and virtual worlds. In essence, NVIDIA is driving this future forward by ensuring that the distinction between digital and real worlds becomes so hazy that we may require new glasses to see it properly. And let's face it, I'm all for the future if it means autonomously avoiding traffic jams in Tesla vehicles equipped with NVIDIA. We might have to cope with an automobile rebellion if they see too many science fiction films. In order to reduce the amount of screening that needs to be done in a wet lab, we may use that computer to simulate life. A large portion of the screening could be completed on a computer. We could examine the target protein space a lot more swiftly, and the chemical space much larger since that computer does it so quickly. Therefore, whatever we ultimately select to put on trial will have a far higher chance of passing the trial and becoming. Computers from NVIDIA seem to have been using digital steroids. Now they can move around chemical and protein environments as quickly as if they were browsing social media, which speeds up tests and makes lab rats everywhere sigh with relief. It's like having a virtual crash test dummy that never complains when NVIDIA and Tesla collaborate on AI-driven vehicle safety simulations. Being the cool uncle in the tech industry isn't enough for NVIDIA. They want to be the innovative godfather. They are demonstrating their presence everywhere, like glitter at a craft party, by shaking hands with well-known companies like Microsoft, Azure, GCP, AWS, HP, Dell, and IBM. Additionally, they're collaborating with software experts like Cadence and Synopsys to make sure that NVIDIA's technology serves as the foundation for, well, everything. It appears as though everyone is asked to participate in the construction of the digital infrastructure for the future Autobahn. They're not just pushing the envelope, they're mailing it to another dimension, from creating servers that may take the place of data centers to modeling life itself. Despite all of this, their work with Tesla serves as a shining example of what can be achieved when advanced AI is combined with automobiles. With NVIDIA at the wheel and likely smiling as they speed into the future, it's an exciting, tech-filled journey. You can do all of this with our architecture, so to speak. You know what else you can do with our architecture? It's everywhere. If you are a developer and you use NVIDIA, you can use AWS, GCP, Azure, HP, Dell, IBM, or any other platform. It feels as though NVIDIA is at the core of a seismic event related to AI computing that is a pending tech town. Imagine Mark Zuckerberg surrounded by piles of 350,000 video chips in a secret lair, planning to take over the digital world, or perhaps just collecting them. However, NVIDIA isn't just hoarding chips. They are collaborating with Jensen to construct data centers that are so easy to operate that you would assume you are buying fast food rather than sophisticated components. Then Tesla arrived with NVIDIA's technology installed, demonstrating that this is about more than just giving cars more sophisticated electronics. The future of AI-powered mobility is a full-on race. As you can see, Tesla is not your typical automaker. In fact, several analysts do not think of them as an automobile firm. They refer to them as a technology company instead. Thus, you can be sure that Tesla's future will be bright. This weekend, I saw 50 people, and they all said, "Please tell him thank you." They all want something that doesn't provide value and is, I know, pedestrian. A stock split is what they desire. Why are you unable to offer it to us? We consider it, but now is not the time to make the announcement. No, as you are aware, it's meretricious, and I apologize once more. Yes, we have previously divided our stock. By the way, I think that one of the best things about stock splits is that it allows us to buy stock for our staff and other people. Yes, Walmart also says that. Yes, it's beneficial, and we want to ensure that we look after our staff. They provide such amazing work for us. The story of NVIDIA devolves into stock splitville.